WP Speed Fix. I'm back with another video. Just sent this one in a mail out. Um, I wanted to talk about this. We actually sent this in a mail out also 2 years ago. The mail out was titled How to Beat Our AI Content Overlords. And I thought I'd make this video and we turn it into a blog post today because we have this conversation all the time with customers about content. And content is really important, obviously, and there's a lot of bad content on the web. And these are some really simple ideas to make your content perform better. And especially in the age of AI content, when it's easy to pump out low quality nonsense at scale, these things become even more important and even more powerful. So there's 3 techniques or kind of frameworks or mental models I'll talk about here. I'll try and make this video quick because it's very simple. And again, just like a lot of the things we talk about on our website and in our videos, they're simple but not obvious things. So let's get into it. So the first one is called inverted pyramid writing. So journalists are taught this technique. Basically, you put the good stuff at the top of the page to engage the reader. And this is kind of the opposite to what a lot of online content looks like, where you get this whole backstory, this thing filled with just nonsense in order to make the content long, with this expectation that longer content ranks higher for no reason and adds no value. It's like when you go to, I've got an example here just in the text, that you search for best air fryers and you get to the page and it has 2, 3, 5 paragraphs of what air fryers are. And it just makes no sense, because if you've Googled best air fryers, you already want an air fryer. You already know what they are. You don't need an explanation of what an air fryer is. It's very much like you go to a recipe site and you get a whole bunch of waffle about how it's their grandma's recipe and how they love this, blah, 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 instead of just the recipe, just the thing you're looking for, the most important stuff. So we want to put the most important stuff at the top of the page to engage the visitor. That's very simple. And this kind of mirrors an in-world experience. We have another thing that we talk to customers about, that you want to take the first step of the sales process online. This is kind of a similar idea. It would be like going into the Apple store and wanting to buy a new iPhone, and you walk in and they give you a 10-minute spiel on what a telephone is and the history of the telephone. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. That's not the point. It doesn't answer what you need. And the same thing goes for your content. So that's inverted pyramid writing. Basically, put the good stuff at the top. Very simple. Next one, early close. Okay, this is kind of similar to the inverted writing pyramid, or inverted pyramid. There'll be a percentage of customers who come to a page, particularly a product or service page, and they are ready to buy now. They just need to be told what to do. So if it's a service business, and a good example here is a medical practice, a doctor or a dentist or some type of medical specialist, someone comes there, they want teeth whitening, for example. They just want to book an appointment. They just want to know what to do. So having a line or two at the top of the page, if you're ready to book now, call us on this number to book an appointment, or you can book online 24/7. Click here. Something like that answers those people straight away. It's very similar to the inverted pyramid, where you're putting the thing that they want or the thing they're looking for at the top of the page. But this is basically what we call an early close. So rather than go through the whole spiel, you give them, the instructions on what to do if they're ready right now. It's very simple. The same thing goes for e-commerce. You see a lot of, particularly in e-commerce sites, category pages and product pages are the pages that rank. So they're the first page the customer sees in many cases when they get to the site. So you want to have all the information on there for someone ready to buy now. So if there's something weird about the product, if it's a big product and there's some questions about shipping, or it's a product that typically would be financed, or it's a higher dollar purchase, have that stuff on the page, at the top of the page. Explain how to do it. Another simple early close in an e-commerce scenario would be explaining how shipping works. If you've 2-day shipping or express shipping or same day or whatever it is, put that in there. So that would count as an early close. But the whole idea is, the concept here is that someone's come to your website and they're ready to do the thing, buy the thing, sign up, subscribe, do whatever it is. You just need to tell them how. Very specific, 1, 2, 3 steps. If you're ready now, do this. Call us on this to book an appointment. Click here to book online. Add it to your cart. Complete the checkout process. Whatever it is, spell it out. And you'll find that will dramatically, in some cases, improve conversions, calls, leads, whatever it is you want from customers. Again, it's very simple and related to that inverted pyramid. The next one, So we're talking about e-commerce. This one's related as well. So you want to avoid the price list problem. So we see this in e-commerce where, again, category pages will typically be the things that rank for particular terms. They're often the pages are used to rank for a lot of kind of not your head terms, but kind of mid-tier terms. They're not specifically product terms, they're product category terms. So we have these category pages that are just essentially a price list. So you're not really selling people on why they should buy other than you're the lowest price, and you're probably not going to be the lowest price, let's be real. But you want to avoid the price list problem. So this one is very much specific to category pages. So again, someone comes to a category page, it is essentially like a second homepage, or that's the landing page they see in the first case. They need to know who you are and why they should buy from you, and again, how they should buy. We just talked about the early close. But you need to make sure those category pages have content. So the basics around who you are and why they should buy from you. Some simple content there to avoid the price list problem. We see the same thing on content sites as well, where category pages, they have great content, great blog articles, whatever it is, and there might be an affiliate site, an authority site, something like that. But the category pages are just garbage. They're just lists of blog posts. They have effectively the content version of the price list problem. So I've got a couple of examples here. So this one here, Didgeridoo Breath, this website sells didgeridoos, and this is the primary category that they sell. The primary category for their products is didgeridoos category, and you can see it's very similar to the homepage. So it explains who they are, how to buy a didgeridoo, and how shipping works, because it's a big product. So it's not just a list of products, and you'll see this is almost identical to the homepage anyway. It's very similar in terms of style and the content on there, but ultimately we're avoiding the price list problem. And you'll see in terms of a content site, James Clear, who's the author of Atomic Habits, has amazing category pages on his website. So if you're going to use something as the standard for a content site for category pages, this would be it. So the category page is essentially a summary of the the overall category, whatever it's targeting, and you'll see then it has a 1 or 2 line summary of what the content is, and then it has a link to it. So this is excellent in terms of what a category page should look like. So that's it for this video. I'm going to keep it really short, like I said. So that's how we tell customers to write better content. That's how to get your content to perform and beat competitors, and it's applicable to all type of sites. A lot of the clients we work with are local business, franchise business, so similar local business, e-commerce, content sites. So it applies to all of them. They're very simple ideas, but can be very powerful when you deploy them across an entire site. I hope you found that useful. If you need help with your site, there's a few different ways we can help you. If you go to wpspeedfix.com, we have some tools on the website. So there's a bunch of free tools here: free SEO audit, free core vitals report, free site speed test report. Those are all completely free, no opt-in required. They take about 90 seconds to run. We also have our mailing list, Simple Not Obvious, where we share stuff like this. Like I said, we emailed this about 2 years ago. So there's a lot of kind of similar concepts that, simple, not obvious things that we email about on that list. And if you want help with your site, you can request a free audit on the homepage. Tell us what you're looking for, what you need help with, and we'll review your site and come back to you within 1 business day or so. That's it for this video. If you have anything else, have any other questions, post in the comments below. Cheers.